Super Draco here, and welcome back to Why, the show where I don't always have an answer to that question. So, we're going to finish up the Droideka with part 6. And as we come to the end of this series, I said in the last video I'll have a preview for upcoming content. So, be on the lookout for that. It'll be under the Shorts tab. So, as you can see, there's not a lot of big parts in this section. It's mainly smaller stuff. So we're going to do the Droideka's head, and a micro build, and then that display plaque, and we're done. However, this is one of the packs that really fascinated me, because the Droideka's eye sensors are actually made with lipstick pieces from the Friends line's micro dolls. And something about that just makes me go, ha, that's hilarious. So first thing we do is we install that piece onto the head. And we're going to put him back out of frame and keep going. So anyway, moving on from last time. Last time I was checking to see when BattleBots was starting, and apparently there's not a date yet. But hopefully they'll film it soon and have it out around November, because Formula One takes over Las Vegas in November. So I really don't see a lot going on in Vegas where BattleBots is until Formula One's out of town. I'm not a big fan of Formula One. I'm not a fan of most racing, if I'm honest. Now, I actually like going to the race, to see a race, because I've told this to people in person. I don't think I've ever mentioned on YouTube. When you go to a race in person, it is drastically different than TV, because on TV, any kind of film media, you really do not get the experience, the pure power and energy those cars have, whether they're NASCAR, Formula One, or whatever. As TV, I don't quite know how to describe it, but it's like it distorts how fast everything is. So yeah, if you ever got a day with nothing to do, I actually do recommend going to a race for a few hours. Best place to be is in the infield, but that's only if you've got a camper or a truck or something so you can set up to cook and enjoy. Because honestly, the thing I enjoyed the most was being able to tune into the radios and hear the crew talk and strategize. Because TV, they only play you small snippets of the radio, and there's one of those lipstick pieces I was talking about. So we literally just jam them right in there, and the way they're dual molded, you've got the red piece sticking out the bottom that clearly makes it. And this is one of the things I love about Lego, because I don't know who thought of this, but it's brilliant. And so we just attach that on, and I actually think our Droideka is now done. So the rest of this is going to be the micro build and the plaque. Unless I did not fix the camera, at which point then I'm going to have a tantrum in the corner. But this is the first one of these Lego Star Wars sets I've actually gotten that had the little plaque with them. Plaque's actually pretty cool. It has some in-universe information about the Droideka. And it's a print and not a sticker. Actually, I take it back. I do have one of these. I have a, what do you call it? A Viper probe droid? Whatever those probe droids from Empire Strikes Back on Hoth were. I received that as a Christmas present. And I didn't do videos on it just because that one, it was a Christmas present, so I figured I'd build that and make pictures or send pictures to my mother for giving it to me before I had this weird moment like, wait a minute, but wouldn't it be more logical to build the whole thing on camera? Anyway, so ignoring the inner workings of my brain, we use a surprising number of pieces for this little base. And that print on the 25 years of LEGO Star Wars is impressive. Because I see a lot of videos and stuff, and the LEGO seems to have gotten kind of lazy on their prints, especially light colors on darks. And so then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to build a minifigure scale Droideka. And pardon me, my voice is starting to go. Because when I do other videos like for Bismarck, Ecto-1, and Optimus Prime, usually those are done in more than one session. Just to make it easy on my voice. So we take one of that centerpiece and we're going to put I believe that's a robot hand. Is that from Exoforce? And then we've got these weird blade pieces. I think those originated in Ninjago that are going to be the Droideka's legs. And it's a weird, minifigure scale builds are always weird. And I just find it weird that they didn't, at least have a brown piece, like one of those brown... It's one of them rounded off tiles with the 4 studs on top of it or something, just to at least simulate part of the ball section. But whatever. It's easy to be critical since I didn't design it. And so clearly that piece ending with the double bars is going to be the shoulder. Okay, sorry about the audio break there. I had my editing software glitched and cut my audio. Well, it glitched, jumped to the end of the video, and cutting to the end of the video cuts the audio. Now, interestingly, they use these old levers or control sticks, yokes, whatever you want to call them, for the eyes of the Droideka, which is both really smart, but I also don't care for it because I think I would have preferred them to use I think I would have preferred lightsaber blades or something like that, so they'd actually be red. But that's me nitpicking, and on something this small, again, it's easy for me to nitpick and complain. I do appreciate how they got the Giger shaping of the head to work out. Because the head on the Droideka for their wheel configuration really does remind me of H.R. Giger's the alien from Alien, which was based on a Giger painting. There's a Geiger. I've heard it pronounced Geiger or Giger. I could look it up, but I think I've done too much looking up on stream or during these videos anyway. And a good use of parts here is they take that blaster piece, attach a binocular to it, and it gives that familiar shape of the Droideka's twin blasters. That's really cool. The only other thing I might have wanted is well, even at that, that's actually really good, and I'm not complaining about that. It only has the 2 sensors. It doesn't have the 3rd sensor. That's a disappointment. But again, it's a micro build. Is there anything to really complain about? Alright, and so lastly, we are going to bring in the Droideka, and we're going to figure out how it transforms. Because of course it transforms. So for the transformation, we're going to move that fake piston out the way and kind of fold up the arm as much as you can. Now there's 2 joints, so they'll go a little further. You just gotta make sure you're bending them at both joints. So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna collapse in the shield generators. Then you're gonna kind of straighten up the head section, which with the way the Technic pieces articulate, as you bend certain ones, others will automatically change position. And you're going to use all that to give the head the vague wheel shape. And so lastly, well, not lastly, but then you're going to bend the torso down, and then finally you're just going to fold the leg, take the legs and flip them upside down to tighten up that little package. And I'm going to level with you, this sucks. It's a good try. Anyway, thanks for watching. Check me out on Fiction and Press. See you for the next video.